This is Adriana from Open Road RVing. And since we're getting into that crafty time of year around the holidays, I thought it would be great to introduce ladies we met recently when we were in Cape Charles, Virginia. They are the owners of Eagle's Dream. I'd like to welcome to the show today Rachael Mandelstam and Tonya Bryant. How are you doing today?
We're really good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. So before we dive into talking about Eagle's Dream, since this show is about RVing, tell us a little bit about your rig.
So what we have is a Coachman Murata, and it's a 34-foot. It's perfect for us. It's nice and big for the two of us to take all of our craft items and the sewing machine and the tables and her crochet and knitting stuff. So we really like it.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's a pretty nice rig, and I love that it has so much room because you really do. I mean, you have your sewing machine, all your crafting tools and stuff. So I find the name of your business pretty cool. Who came up with that?
So Eagle's Dream comes from my native name, and my name is Dancing Golden Eagle Woman, and I'm part of the Eagle Clan. And so it's kind of been my dream to own a business. And so we sat there and kind of decided that it would be a good name together.
What do you think sparked the behind Eagle's Dream? Was it just that you loved making different crafts? Was that something that started at an early age?
Yeah, so I started sewing in like junior high. And I've always liked it. I've done it on and off in different crafting, like the baking and sewing and making dream catchers. When I was young, my elders in the tribe taught me how to make dream catchers. And I also worked for them for a while and lived up there with my tribe. And we just have always, made our own like regalia for dancing and clothes and stuff like that. So I've always enjoyed sewing, and then got out of mental health about 2.5 years ago and just started doing this full time.
And for me, I actually just started crochet and knitting about a year ago, and I really love it. I started out with cross stitch as probably middle school or high school, and I just love working with my hands and yarns and fabrics and threads. So I really enjoy crochet more than knitting, but I enjoy both.
It's definitely on my list. Someday I'd like to learn how to do all kinds of crafts. I'd love to have time to learn how to crochet and knit. And gosh, to make dream catchers, what a cool experience. Is this a full-time gig, or do either of you have jobs on the side?
So for me, this is all that I do. I do quilts, and then other like little things like kitchen boas or kitchen scarves, grocery bag holders, the dream catchers, like I said. Currently getting into some bowl cozies. But the quilts do take a while, and so this is all that I do full time. And we do craft shows too on the weekends, so a lot of time on Saturdays and Sundays when it's not COVID, we're out doing different craft shows. It could be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday.
And for me, this is part. I do have a full-time job in the financial industry, so I work from home full-time, even pre-COVID. So I really enjoy that and be able to craft after work and anytime I have a break.
Well, cool. Since we're talking about some of your crafts, do you have some samples that you can show us? Like, I'd love to see, you called it a kitchen boa?
Yeah, we do. We have some kitchen boas and some bowl koozies right here, actually.
Awesome.
So some of the bowl koozies, I don't know if you've ever heard of them or not, but this is what they look like. And you put a bowl inside of it. So I do like a solid on the back or in the reversible too. So it doesn't matter how you hold them. And then you put your bowl inside of it in the microwave. So this goes in the microwave, the bowl goes inside of it. And when you take it out, it doesn't burn your hand. So everything is made with 100% cotton, and there's a special type of batting that goes inside of it.
Oh, how cool.
Which is called wrap. Yeah, it's called Wrap and Zap, and Wrap and Zap comes from a line where there are no other like fabrics that are made in like the facility itself, so you know that it's not going to catch on fire in your microwave or anything like that. So this is what a bowl cozy looks like, and you can turn it inside out, and then you can have this on the outside, and then that on the inside. So we've been doing a lot with that.
That's awesome.
And then the grocery bag holders that I do look like this, and they're actually made out of a fat quarter. So they got the matching handle to them, and then they're really long. And then I I go around the bottom about 8 different times for the elastic, because a lot of people's biggest complaint is that the elastic breaks on them. So we do that. And a kitchen scarf. Oh, here's a kitchen scarf right here. So this is a kitchen scarf. This is what it looks like. And what you do is you just put it around your neck, and you can take stuff out of the oven with it. You can dry your hands with it. It works really great when you're grilling, baking, cooking, anything like that, because a lot of times you just have a towel and you'll throw it over your shoulder and it falls off when you bend over to get something from a cupboard or an oven, or you turn around and the kids or your husband or wife have the darn towel. So you just put it around.
That's so great. Functional and fashionable. I love it.
Yes. And then Tonya has some stuff.
So here are the crochet top towels that you mentioned earlier. So it's a full towel that we fold in half and then crochet across the top with a button closure. So it allows you to put it around your oven handle, refrigerator door, cupboard handle, what have you. So if you go to dry your hands, it won't fall off, the dog won't pull it off, etc. So we have a variety of these in holiday.
How are you keeping up with the Christmas busyness?
Yeah, so we have Amazon, Facebook, and Instagram. Then we have our shows, and then just kind of by mouth. But she does keeping up of everything.
Yeah, so I try to with the order dates, and obviously larger orders, we just have to prioritize those over some of the smaller orders. But yeah, it's a challenge, but we get through it.
So I know about, after talking with both of you, that I know you have a big heart for helping out in the community. Let's just talk a little bit about how you use your talents to benefit the homeless.
So during like the summer, we have bags of like water and juices and snacks and candies, and we'll buy them different foods from restaurants, or we bought them ice cream before, and just kind of go around, because in our town there are a lot of homeless individuals, and so we do what we can. And then during the winter we will make scarves, hats, and headbands for them, and make big pot of like spaghetti, and then put them in bowls while they're warm, and go ahead and go give them a little gift of warmth, not only in their bellies but also around their head and their neck to keep them warm.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you for doing that. Do you have any of the hats or scarves around that you could show us?
Here's some of the scarves that we have, and we don't have too many right now, but they're fleece. They're made out of fleece, and they're really easy to do. You just cut them to about 10 inches or so, 8 inches, and then you just trim the bottoms of them. So actually with a scarf, anyone can do this at home. You can cut it with scissors about 8-10 inches wide, a piece of fleece that's folded over on top of itself, and then just trim the little bottoms, about an inch or so apart from each other. And that's all. You don't even have to really do the ends, but anybody can do those at home. And then here are some of the hats that we have done. So we got several different colors that we're working on, but all that you do is just take a pattern that I saw a Pinterest video on it, and then I just ended up making my own, kind of measuring Tonya's head, really, is what I did. Just sew them 2 pieces together and sew the bottom together, and it's really warm because it's fleece. So those are some of the hats and scarves that we have done.
You were just saying it's so easy. I mean, you can literally go to the sewing shop or your local craft store and go into the remnants bin and just kind of see what they have left over, and usually that stuff is really cheap. So you can just take that, and then you can either probably sew it by hand, or if you have an awesome sewing machine like you can whip them up pretty quickly.
It is, especially the scarves. The scarves don't require a sewing machine or any hand stitching at all. So you just go, like we go a lot to Joann Fabrics, and their remnants are all already 50% off. And then if the fabric is on sale, it's an additional whatever that sale is. So we get the fleece 50% off, and then if fleece is 60% off, then you get another additional 60% off of that.
Technically free.
So it does become inexpensive. Right, yeah, a couple bucks, and a person that is living on the streets warm.
Right. You can really change someone's life. So just by doing something simple like that. So I appreciate you being on the show today. We want to make sure that we show everybody where to find you. So why don't you tell us a little bit about, you do have a page on Facebook, or where can we find you? Where can we find Eagles Dream?
Yes, so we are on Facebook, and it's at Eagles Dream 2, all together, EAGLESDREAM, and then the number 2 on Facebook. And then we're also on Amazon. So if you go shop Amazon Handmade and look us up, Eagles Dream, here in Greensboro, North Carolina, you'll see all of our products out there, and we'd love to fulfill an order for you.
Well, it's been wonderful, again, to talk with you both. Some of my favorite new people, my favorite new friends. I look forward to seeing you again on the open road, because I know our paths are going to cross somewhere soon.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right, bye.